So hello my lovelies. So the video today is a little bit different just because I haven't recently been feeling well, so I don't really want to appear on camera. So we're gonna still read a bedtime story, but yeah, I'm gonna do it off camera so you kind of have the visuals instead, and I've put the colour changing light on for you guys. So we're currently pre-recording for November, and I have all of these Hello Kitty books because I've recently really gotten into them. But Christmas is coming up, so let me help you get in the Christmas mood. So we have some of these books that aren't really Christmassy. So, but the reason why I'm doing Christmas is because we have two books, and one I wanted to read in December, but it's this one, and it comes with two stories in it. So realistically, I wouldn't be able to fit both of these books in December, but we're going to do one of them. I think we'll do the shortest one, which is this one today, and get this one done for November, because then we have December, January, February, March, and then if the other one turns up, that'll be April, and then I will try and throw some more makeup videos in there. So let me just get the bookmark out of this one. Bear with me. Okay, so as you guys know, we've been reading Hello Kitty series. So this is book number 19, and this is Hello Kitty and Friends, The Winter Wonderland, a Hello Kitty adventure. And the back of the blurb says, "Come and join Hello Kitty and Friends. The Friendship Club are excited. It's the holidays and they are going to visit Winter Wonderland. There's snow, reindeer and someone special to visit. But with everything going wrong, will their visit end up being more mess than magic?" So in every Hello Kitty book we've read so far, we have had something go wrong, but they've always managed to work it out. So I think this will be a good little one. So as always, you'll be seeing more of the page. So we have a cute insert of the front cover. We have Hello Kitty and Friends where you can meet. So we have Hello Kitty, Minnie, Tammy, Fifi, Dear Daniel, Mama, Papa, Grandpa and Grandma. And so the pages all kind of look like this. So they're all dressed up for Christmas and getting ready for it. And there's always 6 chapters in this book, so under 100 pages, and it's quite a nice little read. So we have chapter 1, Let It Snow, chapter 2, Secrets, chapter 3, Surprise Surprise, chapter 4, A Day Out, chapter 5, Snowstorm, chapter 6, Santa's Cry. So we get cute little pictures as well. Okay, so chapter 1, Let It Snow. Hello Kitty looked out of the window of her sitting room. Perfect white snowflakes were flowing down, settling on the garden. She felt a shiver of excitement frizzle through her. There was just 1 week left till Christmas, and already it had started to snow. How super was that? Not so super though, was her broken leg, which was propped up on the cushion in front of her. It had been in a cast for 4 weeks ever since she had landed badly in the gymnastics competition and broken it. Oh, bless her. That's so sad. Hello Kitty let out a little sigh. Still, at least it meant she had the chance to make Christmas cards for dear Daniel, Tammy, and Fifi. So you can see the cute little cards. Hello Kitty smiled as she thought about her friends. Her very best friends in the whole world. Together they made up the Friendship Club, a club that met after school and in the holidays to do all sorts of fun things, like baking and painting and visiting fun places. Today, the rest of the Friendship Club were out ice skating. Hello Kitty couldn't go because of her broken leg, but her friends had promised to call in afterwards. She'd checked the clock. She really should get on with their cards. Hello Kitty pulled out a box and tipped it out over the table in front of her. There were glitter pens, cotton wool, starry stickers, and glue, and everything else she needed to make the best Christmas cards ever. Hello Kitty set to work. Dear Daniel loved animals, so she drew some reindeer for him and filled it with lots of glitter. For Fifi, she was going to make a picture of an ice skater using cotton wool for the snow. And for Tammy, she was going to draw a Christmas fairy with sparkly rings. So as you can see, these are the cards. At that moment, Hello Kitty twin sister Minnie came in and offered to help. She sat down and soon they were cutting and pasting and sprinkling glitter and having a whole lot of fun together. So much fun that they nearly didn't hear the doorbell ring. Quickly, they shuffled the Christmas cards away. They didn't want their friends to see the cards before they were finished. That would spoil the surprise. Minnie ran into the hall and opened the door, and Hello Kitty's friends spilled inside. Talking and laughing, they pulled off their coats and hats and gloves, and soon all sorts of winter things were scattered everywhere. Once they were done, they rushed into the sitting room, all of them talking at once. The ice rink had been outside, right in front of the Winter Wonderland. Dear Daniel told her the park that had been set up to run through the winter months that they hadn't gone inside. Tammy burst out, but they had all seen all the rides and gift stalls and things to eat. Not only that, but the Winter Wonderland had real reindeer and a Santa Squire as well. Hello Kitty thought it sounded brilliant. She hoped they'd be able to visit sometime over Christmas. If she ever got this cast off her leg soon. Tammy smiled and asked Hello Kitty what she had been doing. Hello Kitty told her that she'd been having some fun making Christmas cards with Minnie. Phew, her friends looked relieved. They had been worried she might have been feeling miserable, stuck inside the house. They wanted to go carol singing the next day, but with Hello Kitty stuck inside, Hello Kitty smiled and told them to stop worrying. She had the Christmas tree to decorate, and she didn't want her friends missing out on the fun just because she couldn't join in. She grinned at them. Besides, didn't they have some work to do for her? The rest of the Friendship Club looked puzzled as she pointed out of the window. Hello Kitty explained that it was the perfect weather for making a snowman and she wanted one in her own garden. Of course, everyone giggled as her friends put their winter clothes and went outside again. Soon they were having snowball fights and making the biggest snowman they could. Hello Kitty watched from inside, smiling and waving. After a while, though, everyone started to look cold. Hello Kitty thought they might be in need of a hot drink to warm them up. She called Mama, who agreed and went into the kitchen. The Friendship Club came in, and soon they were all drinking delicious hot chocolate with whipped cream. Yummy. They were so freezing cold, it took them quite a while to warm up their fingers and toes. At least that was one thing Hello Kitty hadn't minded missing out on. The next day was bright and cold, and Hello Kitty was just about to start making some Christmas punch. When the doorbell rang, her friends were back early from carol singing. Dear Daniel, Fifi, and Tammy rushed in. Hello Kitty wanted to show them what she had been up to. Proudly, she pointed out of the racks and pies of cookies. She'd made them in the morning with Mama, and not only had she been baking, she said, but she had also helped Mama and Minnie decorate the Christmas tree. Ta-da! She pointed at a beautifully decorated tree right beside the fireplace. It had little balls and tinsels decorating it from top to toe. Pretty fairy lights twinkled all over, and at the very top sat a Christmas angel. Dear Daniel, Tammy, and Fifi thought it looked absolutely super. How had their morning been? Hello Kitty asked. Well, Fifi could hardly contain herself while they had been carol singing. So there's her little tree. They had seen a poster, and there was going to be a Christmas parade. The very next night, everyone was going to dress up as Christmas characters, and there would be singing and dancing as they walked through the streets. Not only that, but there was going to be a prize for the best costume too. They had to get to work immediately. There wasn't much time, but what should they go as? It would have to be something that they could all do, so that everyone could take part. Hello Kitty felt a bit sad. Not everyone, she pointed out. She had a pair of crutches for around the house, but there was no way she could manage a long walk around the town. She wouldn't be able to take part in the parade. Oh dear. Her friends quickly said that they wouldn't take part in the parade without her, but Hello Kitty told them they mustn't be silly. So there's the poster that says parade, singing, dancing, fancy dress, prizes. Of course they had to take part. She would join in by helping them make the best costumes ever. Dear Daniel, Tammy and Fifi grinned at each other in relief. Hello Kitty smiled. They should get started right then and there, but what should they dress as? Aha, Hello Kitty had an idea. What about angels? They could drape white sheets over themselves, decorate with stars, and she was sure that her mother wouldn't mind them borrowing some leftover tinsel to use as belts and to make halos with. Quickly, the four friends started cutting and pasting and eating all the cookies and mince pies too. They were just about to start on the halos when the doorbell rang. It was time for everyone to go home. There wouldn't be time to finish everything now. They would just have to do it tomorrow. Still, they were almost done. The angel costumes glittered and sparkled in the lights of the tree. Hello Kitty got up to show their parents what they had done, while Fifi, Tammy, and dear Daniel were left looking from one to the other. They were pleased that Hello Kitty was helping with their costumes, but surely there had to be a way that she could take part in the parade as well. It would be so much more fun if she was with them, but just what could they do? Okay, so I feel like because I've gone on so long with the introduction that I will stop this as no, actually chapter 2 isn't that long. Chapter 2, Secrets. Hello Kitty held the phone in her hand the next day, waiting for Fifi to answer. She was hoping that her friend would come over to help her finish off the costumes for the parade and make the halos as well. At last, Fifi was as friendly as always, but Hello Kitty felt like there was something wrong, and no, Fifi couldn't come over that afternoon. Hello Kitty wanted to ask why Fifi was so busy and what she was doing, but Fifi had hung up the phone. She tried to call Tammy next instead, but when she phoned Tammy's house, Tammy's mother said that she was already out, which left dear Daniel. There was no answer there either. Oh well, Hello Kitty would just have to get on with the costumes on her own. She had just started on the halos when she realised she would need Fifi to measure her head so she could get her size. She had given her another call. Bring. Hello Kitty bit her lip as she waited for Fifi to answer. There she was now. Quickly, Hello Kitty explained what she needed to measure Fifi's head so she would know how big to make the halo. Easy? Oh, Fifi went quiet. What was it? Fifi explained there was no need for Hello Kitty to bother about the halos anymore. They decided to change their costumes and wouldn't need the halos for them. Oh, Hello Kitty felt tears prickle in her eyes. After all the time they'd put into making the costumes, she had thought that everyone had liked the idea as much as her. She was about to ask Fifi what the new ones were when she heard something in the background. It sounded like voices. Quickly, Fifi told her that she had to go. She said she would explain later, and before Hello Kitty could say anything more, she was left holding the quiet phone in her hand. Fifi was gone. Hello Kitty slowly put the phone down. What was going on? Why was Fifi being so strange? And she was sure it had been Tammy and dear Daniel's voice that she had heard in the background. Hello Kitty took a deep breath. She felt very left out. At that moment, Minnie appeared behind her. Hello Kitty told Minnie what had happened and that she was sure her friends had all been together without her and keeping it a secret. She didn't really like going to watch them in the parade. She didn't really feel like going to watch them in the parade now. But Minnie thought that Hello Kitty must be imagining things. Her friends would never be like that. Hello Kitty supposed that Minnie was right. She was go. She wouldn't let her friends down.